Okay folks, this will be a funny one. It'll be a real lavatorial piece. You'll find out why. Lavatorial. Wonder what that means. Something to do with the toilet? Whatever. Rip, snort, or fart. Gonna look at that later. Okay, what is this thing that we call lavatorial? It is wrapping from a roll of Dunny paper. So a roll of Dunny paper I just unwrapped, and I decided to keep the wrapper. Oh, don't worry, I didn't steal the toilet paper. I just took what was there, and that was this wrapper of the Dunny roll. So the Dunny roll I didn't steal, I just took the wrapper. The wrapper would have ended up in the bin anyway. It would have ended up in the rubbish, so what was the point? So you might as well make something out of it. You might as well do something useful. I actually think maybe this paper won't work. I don't know. I'm just going to try and just put the dock feeder on it and see what happens, and hopefully I won't lose my settings. So the enlargement, I'm going to enlarge this. Yeah, that's come up almost as ideal as you can get. Look at that, the corners, that nice shape. I do wonder where the centre of the job is going to be. So that's come up first go. I'm really happy with that overall result. So yeah, this just comes off a roll of Dunny paper. I just call it Dunny roll, but roll of Dunny roll sounds a bit silly, although that could be funny as a Dunny, because Dunnies are funny. Dunny can. Oh, I love Dunny humour. I love the lavatorial humour. Makes me think of when I was in Brownies and Guides, because we used to have sense of humour with the toilet, and we had like this. We stayed in a camping area or holiday home. There was like a shed, and we all slept in the shed. And out the side of the shed was what was called a thunderbox, where you do all your shit, and then to do your wee. Then we made up this makeshift toilet thing called a Shanghai, which was basically a forked stick, and we sat on this forked or branch, and we used that as our toilet seat for if we did a wee. But if we were needing to do a shit, of course we'd go to the thunderbox. We didn't want to do it out there in the. We tried to keep the number ones and the number twos kind of separate. In that respect, so when you do a number one, you don't have to take the trouble and use the smelly old thunderbox. You don't want to make, so yeah, interesting piece of humour there. And we just made jokes about it, and people made miniature versions of the Shanghai toilet seat, and they put it on their hats, as in like little ornament. A little stick, a twig shaped like the toilet stick. Oh, it's hard to explain, folks, but that's come out looking a real treat. I think now we can call this demo quits.